Leo Maxwell, CEO of Stellar Styles, a clothing brand known for its accessible luxury, adjusted the ill-fitting, faded baseball cap lower on his brow. The scratchy, discount store denim he wore felt alien against his skin, a stark contrast to the tailored suits he usually favored. His new ID badge, proclaiming him Lenny's stock associate, hung heavy around his neck, a tangible reminder of the power he'd willingly shed. The sounds of the flagship Stellar Styles store, usually a muffled hum from his executive office, now assaulted his ears. The insistent beeping of scanners, the rustle of garments, the constant murmur of customers. It was a cacophony he'd never truly heard before, a living, breathing entity he was now submerged within. Leo's mission was simple, or so he'd believed. Recent customer satisfaction scores, while still respectable, had shown a subtle dip, particularly concerning returns. He dismissed it as a minor blip, a statistical anomaly. A little on-the-ground observation will clear things right up, he'd told his bewildered board. He expected to find minor inefficiencies, perhaps a few lazy employees. He certainly didn't expect to be slammed by a reality he'd helped create. The first whisper of unease arrived within hours. A customer, frustrated by a misplaced size, snapped at a young sales associate, Maya. Maya, instead of calmly assisting, gestured vaguely towards a messy rack, her eyes fixed on her phone. Leo's stomach tightened. He'd always prided Stellar Styles on its customer service, a cornerstone of their brand. Was this an isolated incident, or a symptom of something deeper? Later, he overheard a hushed conversation between two associates in the break room, whispers of quota pressure and not enough hours. A tiny knot of dread began to form. His personal gauntlet came during a frenzied rush hour. A woman, clutching a torn dress, demanded a refund. The store's loan returns register was swamped. Leo, trying to help, fumbled with the antiquated system. Sweat beaded on his forehead as the customer's voice rose, attracting stares. He finally processed the return, but the exchange had taken nearly 15 minutes, leaving a line of exasperated customers stretching back to the entrance. He felt the tension radiating off them, a palpable frustration he'd never experienced firsthand. The crushing realization hit him during a casual conversation with an older stockroom employee, Alistair. Alistair, oblivious to Lenny's true identity, sighed, "The real problem, mate, is the quality control in the new overseas facility. We get so many items with loose stitching, mismatched buttons. We just try to get them out on the floor as fast as we can. Management just wants numbers, not quality." Leo felt a sudden coldness spread through him. New overseas facility? He'd authorized that move, convinced it would boost profits. He'd signed off on the reports, never once questioning the data, never once imagining the human cost or the systemic failure. The tightening in his chest was sharp, a physical manifestation of his self-betrayal. The voices of the unheard echoed through the bustling store. He spoke to Lily, a young mother who worked 2 jobs, struggling to make ends meet. "They cut our shifts if we don't hit the sales targets," she confessed, her voice barely a whisper. "And those targets, they're impossible now with the online competition. I missed my son's school play last week because I had to stay for an unexpected inventory check." Her eyes, brimming with a quiet desperation, pierced Leo's core. He saw the toll his efficient policies were taking, not on numbers but on lives. The absolute gut-wrenching betrayal unfolded in the cramped, grimy back office. He stumbled upon a discarded memo, partially shredded, but enough to read. It detailed a corporate directive: minimize recorded product defects. Relabel minor flaws as acceptable variations to reduce return rates on paper. His breath caught in his throat. His blood ran cold. This wasn't inefficiency, it was deliberate deception. It was a systematic rot, a blatant lie to their customers and a profound disrespect to their employees, who were forced to sell subpar products while facing unachievable targets. He saw in vivid detail how his focus on the bottom line had twisted the very fabric of his company. The chilling dread that washed over him was profound, an undeniable blow to his core. A week later, the entire staff gathered for what they believed was a routine quarterly meeting. Leo Maxwell, no longer Lenny, stood before them, a stark, resolute figure. The silence that fell was thick, broken only by the nervous shuffling of feet. "My name is Leo Maxwell," he began, his voice clear, unwavering. "And for the past week, I've been working among you as Lenny." A gasp rippled through the room. Astonishment, disbelief, and a mix of fear and awe flashed across faces. Maya's eyes widened, Alistair's jaw dropped, and Lily's face was a mask of shock. Swift justice followed. The head of quality control, directly responsible for the deceitful memo, was terminated immediately. The outdated inventory system was overhauled, replaced with a transparent, user-friendly platform. Leo announced an immediate increase in staff hours, a revised, fairer commission structure, and a complete reevaluation of product sourcing to ensure true quality. He pledged to invest in new training programs, focusing on genuine customer service and employee well-being. The dawn of a new era began at Stellar Styles. The transformation was profound and immediate. Customer complaints plummeted, replaced by glowing reviews praising the renewed product quality and exceptional service. Employee morale soared. The hum of the store was no longer one of hurried bustle, but of genuine engagement. Lily no longer missed her son's school plays, and Maya, empowered and supported, now greeted customers with genuine warmth. Stellar Styles became a beacon of ethical business, a testament to the transformative power of a leader willing to shed privilege, truly listen, and confront uncomfortable truths. It was a resurrection, not just of a brand, but of a core belief in fairness, empathy, and the profound impact of courageous, ethical leadership.